will come, no problem.
Okay. Toastmaster Prashant, yes, we can start the meeting.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Welcome to Arabian Toastmaster Club, meeting 472, today, 22nd December 2021. I am Toastmaster Prashant Karle, Sergeant at Arms, the Arabian Toastmaster Club. Herewith, welcome you all. In particular, I suppose there is no guest today in the virtual meeting. I would like to reiterate that the mission of the Toastmaster of the club is to provide mutually and supportive, positive learning experience wherein the members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills that enhances the self-confidence and as well the personal growth too. This is an educational platform. Therefore, we don't discuss any matters related to sex, religion, and politics that might hurt sentiments of any individual in this club. One more request to all of you, please put off your mobile phones or switch off to make sure that the disturbance would not cause harm to the audience or the participants. Next, to lead us through this meeting, I would introduce who is by profession is a doctor, serving the Arabians and to this club with her exceptional enthusiasm and dedication. She is inherently a proven leader, visionary, motivator, and dynamic speaker. Without much to say, ladies and gentlemen, requesting all to give a thunderous round of applause to welcome our club president, Dr. Sheetal Agrawal, to address and preside over this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant, for that wonderful introduction and a great start to the meeting. One thing I like most about the Toastmaster Prashant is that he always makes sure to do any role with great sincerity and poise. Now, Division L Director, past and present district and division leaders, area officials, sister club leaders, fellow Arabians, prospective members, respective guests, and lovely children. A very warm good evening to everyone and each one of you. I welcome you all to the Arabian Toastmasters Club meeting number 472, last meeting of the calendar year 2021. I truly appreciate and thank to each one of you for your time to join this event. Thank you very much. Dear leaders, change is the law of life. Sometimes it's beautiful and sometimes it's painful. But it is always beautiful for a true optimistic leader who welcomes with wholeheartedly and open hands. So no matter whether it seems good or bad at this time, we'll teach you something very interesting, and it will give you a great experience. It will make you more flexible, more understanding, and prepares you for the future. I strongly believe change ensures that life stays exciting. I'm sure with the continuous changing travel guidelines, you all have experienced a thrilling, adventurous, and the exciting trip recently, isn't it? That proves that change adds an excitement to your life, to your plannings, and make you more vulnerable. Change in a life keep us moving, progressing, and learning new things. Because of pandemic, all of a sudden we have to shift our meeting on a virtual platform, which gave an opportunity to many members to get acquainted with the gadgets and learn the upcoming technologies. I also believe change leads to opportunity and experiences. To support this, I guess many of you, including myself, got an opportunity to explore other countries, which was never in our bucket list as a part of quarantine travel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you. If you stop and look back in the year 2021, you will realize your strengths and how you overcome the challenging and the continuously changing circumstances. You will realize it made you stronger, wiser, and better, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, because of change, you get an opportunity to reevaluate yourself. So, dear leaders, change is the life, and we must adopt it and move on with it. Soon, year 2021 will change to year 2022. So, we dynamic Arabians decided to welcome this change by organizing a great event with full zest and by giving a troubleshoot kick to our imagination in the form of tall tale contest. Once again, I welcome all you to this great Arabian tall tale contest. Now, I would like to invite our Divisional Director, DTM Ekedas, to address the meeting. Over to you, DTM Ekedas.
Thank you, Madam President, for giving me this opportunity to speak in front of this august audience. Dear leaders, and particularly our dear club Arabians. Good evening to all of you. As Madam said, that change is inevitable, and in the change, we should explore ourselves, and that is Arabians. Arabians always explore the changes. See the concept of jam, just a minute, concept of having the tall tale contest. All these are this symbolizes how they love for the gems and they do it fine. That is why Arabian always we believe that they believe in the quality and do the things differently. And that is why Arabian stands for. What I saw, if I look, explore myself, the last 15, 16 years in my Toastmaster journey, and I look Arabians, and that is the way they do the things, their club meetings or the contest. For that, looking the things differently, doing the things differently, for which Arabian stands for. And that is why, on behalf of Division L, I convey my regards and thanks to all the Arabian leaders. Now, coming back to the tall tale contest, as this is something unique and this is really fun, because of as it is as fun and humorous, that's why the people do not you don't find many of this popularity, and because of not that it is easy, it is difficult to do it. That's why people do not have it. That's when. And the second is that is why you do not find many clubs having it, and that who does it, and that is Arabians. And this is let us enjoy this contest where you will all will feel, love yourselves, will feel that something different, and let's enjoy. With this message, I wish again the Arabians, which proudly do the things differently, and wishing all the best to contestants and dear leaders. Over to Madam President.
Thank you, Divisional Director DTM Ekedas, for such a wonderful message. Thank you very much, sir, for your time and your address. If any one of you will ask me, how was my year 2021? Well, my reply will be, it was awesome sauce. And if I will start enumerating all, I'm sure it gonna be tall tale speech, but as I'm not a contestant today, I will leave that part to the contestant. So without taking any further time, let me invite our tall tale contest chair, Toastmaster Mohammad Ashik, who joined Arabian Toastmasters Club in 2013 and had served club in different leadership roles. He had served the Toastmaster fraternity in different leadership roles such as past Division O Director, Area 53 Director, and the present Area 52 Director. He is marketing professional, working for training and consultancy firm in Dammam. So please put your hands together to welcome our contest chair, Toastmaster Mohammad Ashik. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashik.
Thank you, Madam President. Dear respected Division L Director, Area 53 Director, past Division and Area Directors, Madam Club President, Chief Judge, panel of judges, and fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Warm good evening to all of you. I am Toastmaster Ashik as your contest chair of Tall Tale Speech Contest 2021 of Arabian Toastmasters Club. I consider this as a great privilege and honor and hope you all enjoy it and much as I would do. Let me ask you, what comes to your mind when you hear the phrase tall tale? For those who are Generation X, born in Generation X and the baby boomers generation, it's all about advertising. Don't you agree that? There is a facial cream that says more than just fairness, clean fairness. That too in 15 days. On the other hand, there is another face cream, especially for men, says be fair and be handsome. We still believe these words and use them regularly, thinking that one day our dreams will come true. The purpose of the Tall Tale Speech Contest is to provide an opportunity for speaker to exaggerate the improbable nature with a theme or plot, to make the audience believe in your story. I shall now read the contest-specific rules of TMI Rulebook 2021-22 in brief with regard to this contest. The speech shall be 4 to 6 minutes long, and the contestant who speaks for less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds and more than 6 minutes and 30 seconds will be disqualified. Contestant speech should be 75% original, 5% of the content can be quoted with identified source. The contestant must be refrained from referencing another contestant. Prescribing timing signals are as follows. Timers, please demonstrate the green light shall be displayed at the 4th minute and remain displayed for 1 minute, and the amber light, I think the timer is visible. The green light will be displayed on the 4th minute and remain displayed for 1 minute, and the amber light will be displayed at the 5th minute and remain displayed for 1 minute, and the red light will be displayed at the 6th minute and remain displayed until the speech is concluded. Timing will begin with the contestant first definite verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience. In the event of technical failure or lost control or disconnection before or during the speech, the speaker is given 60 seconds to reconnect and continue his/her speech as it is an online contest. There is a minute of silence after every speech, during which the judges will mark the ballot, and there will be 3 minutes silence after the last speech for the judges to consolidate the ballot. Dear contestants, your participation certificate shall be displayed after each contestant completed his or her speech during the 1 minute of silence. The protests are limited to the eligibility and originality reference to another contestant, and it must only be lodged by the voting judges or contestant before the announcement of the result. Judges' decision is final. The rules of the contest has been reviewed with the Chief Judge, DTM Sadagopan, and the contestants and the role players. Let me call our Chief Judge, Distinguished Toastmaster Sadagopan, to brief the contestant and the audience. DTM.
Contest Chair.
Okay, over to you.
Thank you. Is it audible? I'm audible?
Yes.
Thank you, Contest Chair. DTM Asif Siddiqui, Area Director, twice, continuing the second time. Madam President, Dr. Sheetal Agarwal, Division L Director, DTM Ekedas, Past Division D Director, DTM Koteswaran, JTC President, Toastmaster Kunkundas, Past Area Director, DTM Ubaid, Past Area Director, DTM Sivadas, Toastmaster Vijay Vadarajan from Kobar, DTM Uman Thomas, DTM Abhilesh, and contestants, fellow Toastmasters. Warm good evening to all of you. I just want to call all of you to see that you are listening to me, you are attentive to me. And really congratulations to Arabian Toastmaster Club. It's the only club I am seeing in Jubail, or maybe in Eastern Province. I already attended last week one area contest, a tall tale contest. Is conducting this tall tale contest. It's very important. You need to have the imagination. Something, dream very big. Think something very impossible to be achieved. That's what all about tall tale. Very nicely, the contestant explained all these things and then bring to the reality. So always we need to have something beyond the humorous contests, I can say. So it will be a really wonderful experience. In fact, I attended 2-3 times in Arabian itself, the contest, as well as I attended a workshop as conducted by DTM Suresh Kumar. It will be very interesting. I always expect others club also to do something differently like this. Congratulations, and especially to Madam President, Dr. Sheetal Agarwal. She suddenly called me on Saturday that I want to be a chief judge. I don't want to say no. Even though it was a short period, I said no, I need to support. Really, I thank you for doing this and giving me this opportunity. And I just congratulations to all the contestants. It's not an easy thing because tall tale from outside it looks very easy, but from your participating is something different. You need to develop, and I know all of you would have prepared well. And it's what is very important to participate in the contest. And I expect that more contestants, but at least you got 5 contestants. It's an excellent thing. And our contest chair has briefed all the rules. Yesterday during the contestants briefing, I also explained, because it's a technical problem may come due to internet virtual platform. Before starting, please check your audio, video, and all. We want to see judges and audience listen to your speech. So if anything happens, you got disconnected, we'll wait for 60 seconds, 1 minute for you to come back. So don't get worried, and then you continue. If during you're giving a speech, something happened, just before starting it happens, you stop it within maybe a few seconds while starting. But once you started your speech, please continue. And then I will consider to give the 30 seconds extra period time for the technical glitches. That the timer I will take care of it. Timer will keep timing it, and I will take care of it about the 30 seconds. So don't get worried. If something's happened during your giving a speech, don't get worried. So you'll be considered, and we'll give that extra time, grace period. And then even if you have some disturbance in internet, don't get worried. Continue your speech. And before starting, please ensure that everything is fine. Your audio is okay, your video is okay. Then be comfortable, confident in giving a speech. And any other doubt you have, you can raise it. And this is what we agreed yesterday. We'll give 30 seconds, 60 seconds. If something you got disconnected, still you are allowed to come back. I'll wait for you. Okay. Before starting some disturbance, I will have a chat with the judges already at chat. I'll roll over. If it is continuously problem to start up, I will roll out the next contestant. I want to see that all the contestants participating. I don't want to get problem just because of something beyond our control. Okay. And any other doubt you are having? Okay, we consider 4 to 6 minutes, even though TMA rule says something, but we agree with the president and others. We'll give 4 to 6 minutes with 30 seconds grace period on either side. Okay. So any other you want to discuss, anything else, any doubt you can raise now. And otherwise, over to contest chair, who is very experienced contestant. Thank you, DTM Asif.
Thank you, DTM Sadagopan, our chief judge, for reclarifying all the rules. And let's move on. Contestants have been briefed and the speaking order of the contestant have been determined. When I read it out, I kindly request all the contestants to open the video and acknowledge the presence and the audience to hold the applause until I complete the reading the speaking order of all the contestants. Now we have, let me first of all congratulate and welcome our all 5 contestants for this year's Tall Tale Speech Contest. First contestant, Toastmaster Anjali Srikumar.
Contest Chair, Mrs. Vasanti Sai Krishna is the timer. Huh?
Okay, Vasanti, no?
Okay, thank you.
Timer is Toastmaster Vasanti. I think she's visible actually. Okay. Before the speech, before you've been called on to speak, I will remind regarding the pinning of the timing as well, so that the smooth flow will be there. So let me read out the
point of order, contest chair. I think no need of
yes.
pinning actually. Now I think Zoom master can spotlight both contest and the timer.
Okay. Thank you, our chief judge. Let me read out our first contestant is Toastmaster Anjali Srikumar. Please acknowledge.
Good evening, contest chair.
Yes, thank you. Our second contestant is Toastmaster Ravish Malpani.
Good evening, contest chair. I acknowledge my presence.
Yes, thank you. And our third contestant is Toastmaster Yasin.
Good evening, contest chair. I acknowledge my presence.
Thank you. And our fourth contestant is Toastmaster Rahul Agarwal.
Good evening, contest chair. I acknowledge my presence.
Thank you. And our final contestant number 5 is Toastmaster Arun Vasan.
Present, Contest Chair.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pray. Let's pay our all contestants our gratitude by lifting their spirits by opening our video as well as the unmuting our mics and give a thunder applause to our contestants to encourage their spirit. Thank you so much, dear audience. I wish all the best for all the contestants. May the best out of the best emerge victorious. There are few reminders for our audience. No one will be allowed to enter or leave the meeting room when the contest is in session. Kindly ensure all the electronic noise producing devices such as mobile phone are switched off or turned off or in silent mode. And request all the audience to open your video to encourage our contestant and mute the mic to avoid any disturbance during the speech. Let me introduce our role players for our meeting. Our timer is Toastmaster Vasanti. Toastmaster Vasanti, please acknowledge.
Yes, sir, I'm present. I'm very
yes. In case of a backup, we have a timer. Our president, Toastmaster Sheetal Agrawal, will be there as a backup timer. Our tally counters are Toastmaster Saira Omans, and second tally counter is Toastmaster Gauri Shankar. And our Zoom master is Toastmaster Prashant. I hope all the rules are clear to the contestant. Chief Judge, shall I begin the contest?
Yes, contestant, very much contestant.
Thank you, dear Chief Judge. Yes, dear Arabians and our Toastmasters, let the Tall Tale Speech Contest 21-22 of Arabian Toastmasters Cup shall now begin. Our first contestant number 1, Toastmaster Anjali Shri Kumar. Toastmaster Anjali Shri Kumar.
Good evening.
Yes. The topic is Wanderlust. Wanderlust, Toastmaster Anjali Shri Kumar, contestant number 1.
Okay, thank you. My audio and video is visible.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Good evening, dear Arabians. Wanderlust. We have heard. Have you anyone heard about that word, wanderlust? To become wanderlust is a secret dream for all the girls. Even I am one among them. Isn't it that true? Most of you would agree to me on this. Like, once you have wished to become like boys, to enjoy lots of fun what they are having. As they say, why should boys have all the fun? The main thing you would wish among that, it could be to become a wanderlust. And this is one thing that tops my chart on my bucket list. I had kept this in my mind, which will happen sometimes in my life, or I will make the best to happen it. Like written in Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. When you want something, all universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. This is true in fact, right? And in fact, you should stick like a bee on a flower to your wishes. Once it will come true. We become crazy if someone posts photo on Instagram or Facebook, right? Can you agree that? I become. Even I wish I could be one among them to travel and be somewhere on leaving all the barriers and barricades. So, on a fine day, I started packing out my things and get ready with a travel package deal, like you see in movie for an adventurous trip. And I was very much excited for that. And without thinking for a backup plan or a backup, I started my journey on leaving all my near and dear ones. I started my journey with some total unknown friends, and now the places which I have seen on my laptop and on my phones is becoming reality. There is a place which I have visited in Cappadocia, Turkey, which was a secret dream, that is the secret dream of my place to visit, and my heart almost stopped when I stepped into it. It was created by volcanic eruptions that have resulted in rock formations, and the caves are completely surreal. And its natural geometrical formation was marvelous, and even perfectly designed engineers could not make such a finish. I felt like dancing and absorbed the divine moment where I, surroundings, and the Almighty being one single entity. This is true, and as I said, there is a belief at this place. If you preach with a special wish, with that is, if anyone who is preaching with a special wish will be heard and fulfilled, but all the wishes are not fulfilled. If you wish something which no one have ever asked, then only it will happen. Even I also plan to wish something. You won't believe it. I might say it had a result. A sparkling light came in front of me with a high frequency sound on giving me what I have asked. Can you guess what I have wished? I wished, that is, I want the place to whisper my name loudly as it can. And I was like, I have reached the top of the sky. You need to be there to experience what I have experienced and get a better plan for your best wish too. I will cherish that forever. That moment was totally unforgettable. And I have visited several other places which are seen in photographs and which are becoming real to me in my eyes. And I have visited the 7 wonders of the world, which have been my other secret places of my dream. And the travel package was for 2 months, and it was like many years, and each day was like passing many years. And as memories, I have taken photographs and I have kept something special about that place. And I have been satisfying my dream and the whole universe, as Paulo Coelho said, as the whole universe was standing with me to keep my dream satisfied. After all, I have came back with a long journey with extreme happiness, which I could and which every person to become happiest which will they do. The post trip, I explained the trip to my son, and I wish also he could also have a dream success. That is, he could make his dream also a success. Normally, when one desire gets fulfilled, it is replaced by another. But for strange reason, I felt satisfied and contented. I don't want any more trips. Just this one break was enough. But never predict future. Can we? Till the next wanderlust, that is, till the wanderlust does not bite me, I will sign off. Over to you, Candace Chair.
May I request 1 minute of silence from the audience for the judges to mark their ballots. And Toastmaster Anjali Srikumar, please accept the participation certificate. I hope it is visible, no?
Yes, thank you.
Dear timer, please indicate the after 1 minute.
Yes, sir, I'm on. So we are done. 1 minute.
Okay. Contestant number 2.
Contestant, 1 second, point of order.
Okay.
Actually, only the one timer should show the time card. Okay, backup timer should not show any time card. Only in the failure of timer 1 will come. Suddenly the time 2 will come. Okay.
Okay. Noted, dear Chief Judge.
Already send a message to her. Okay. Backup timer should not, because then it will be a confusion. So only one timer will be there. Backup timer only if he fails, backup timer will come. Okay. Thank you.
Timers, please make a note. Toastmaster Vasanthi is our primary timer. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Ravish Malpani. Okay. The topic is My Untold Secrets.
Before I start, just again to reconfirm, my audio and video perfect for the
yes.
Audio? Okay.
Yes.
It's all clear.
My Untold Secrets, Toastmaster Ravish Malpani, contestant number 2. Over to you.
Today, I'm going to share some secrets which have shaped our world. I usually don't share secrets for free. But as you all are paying 35 Real monthly, I'm sharing these secrets exclusive with you all. Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, a warm good evening to all of you. 5 years ago, I wanted to go on an adventure. So I got on a local bus in Ahmedabad. I had 3 500 rupees note with me, which I lost. And then I immediately called. Any guesses whom I called? I called my friend Modi. I gave him an idea. To respect our long-lasting friendship, he took an immediate decision and announced in the same evening that Bhaiyo or Behno, from today, rupees 1000 and rupees 500 notes are banned in India. I gave him demonetization idea only to take revenge from that guy who stole my money. But it went completely in different direction, for which my dearest friend Modi has paid enough. Anyway, after banning the notes, I went to my office to the daily works. When I reached my desk, I came to know that my manager has applied for US visa. I felt restless looking at my position getting filled by him. I decided to influence US politics right from Ahmedabad. I was desperately searching for a person who could stop giving US visa to my manager. And that's how I found Mr. Donald Trump. We had a video call over WhatsApp, and I recommended him as a president of the United States. With this, I played an important role in stopping my manager for flying to the US. And Trump is thankful for me ever since. As a token of gratitude, Trump gave me a 4G enabled smartphone. But those days, we were having so many data issues. To resolve that nation's issues, I immediately called. Whom? Our Mota Bhai Ambani. And that's it. The Jio was launched. One day, while watching the Jio News TV, I came to know that Trump and the Korean king were fighting unnecessarily. I immediately invited them over personal Zoom meeting and ordered them to please settle this issue forever. They didn't even dare to disobey my orders. Then we all met at Singapore, and with that meet, I'm happy to say that I stopped World War III from inception. Friends, while returning from Singapore, Malia's Kingfisher Airlines insulted me by giving a cheap wine. I determined to teach him a lesson. As soon as I landed in India, I made a call to CBI chief. That one call made Malia sell his Kingfisher Airlines and leave India. Once he left India, all his beautiful models approached me to join Toastmasters. With the consent of our VP membership, I gave my joining details to all of them. And all those beautiful models turned Toastmasters. One day, a beautiful model came to me and said, Ravish, giving speeches as per CC manual is too difficult. Looking at the suffering of those models, I immediately suggested Toastmaster International to introduce something new. And that's how you got New Pathways. Well, you can thank me later for that. Well, believe me, I have been carrying these secrets for a long time. But as they say, as you will share the secrets, it will lighten up your hearts. So I was planning to share these secrets in the Royal Assembly of Saudi Arabia. But I am not a royal family member or a citizen. So I selected this club to conduct tall tale contest. Thank you, President Toastmaster Sheetal Agarwal, for accepting my request. Finally, I request everyone to please refrain from further sharing these secrets because I don't need any credit of my priceless contribution to this world. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Contest Chair.
May I request 1 minute silence from the audience for the judges to mark their ballots? And dear timer, indicate me after 1 minute is over. And Toastmaster Ravish Malpani, please accept your participation certificate.
Layla.
Sir, we are done with 1 minute.
Thank you. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Yasin. Toastmaster Yasin.
Here I am. Am I visible
Yes,
and audible?
you're audible. Okay. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Yasin. The topic is never take your coffee alone. Never take a coffee alone. Toastmaster Yasin, contestant number 3. Over to you.
Never take your coffee alone. This might be a weird topic. Yes, I do agree. But also it is one of the most valuable advices I get ever from a friend. I was sitting to myself a target since a long time in my career. Big jump in terms of career. So I was jumping like a frog from job to job. Along my experience of 13 years in logistics, I have moved through 5 companies. And of course, moving through 5 companies means having 5 wonderful farewells. Those farewells were full of emotions, and also at each farewell, I was having a ritual. This ritual, I was used to do 2 things, no more. The first one, I was used to go to my closest connection, either my team members or my colleagues, and ask them a simple question. What was the most terrible experience you had with me? Of course, most of the time, I was receiving a kind of courtesy response, like nothing was happening, you were perfect. And really those response or kind of response didn't mean to me a lot. But sometimes, and few times, luckily, I was surprised by kind of feedback that pushing me to explore a bleak area within myself or within my personality. The second thing is that I was used to go straight to the most inspiring person and I ask him simple question. your advice to me? Again, most of the time, I used to receive general advices, kind of be yourself, do your best, and so on. But among a few opportunities, I got the most wonderful advices. One of these advices is never take your coffee alone. I was working with one wonderful friend in the end of his career. He was at that time 60 years old. I went to him straightforward. What do you advise to me? He told me in short way, never have your coffee alone. And he jumped to another topic. But my mind was stuck to this advice. In Morocco, my home country, usually having a coffee, it's an event or it's a collective event. It's barely you will find a Moroccan who is having a coffee alone. Means having a coffee time is sharing a time, a comfortable time where we can link new connections or exchange good experiences and so on. What he meant by never having a coffee alone, not only a coffee, but he meant to take the initiative to talk to the others, to extend the network. Forget about Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever social media. It's all about face-to-face communication. I remember how I get my second job opportunity when I was sitting in a coffee shop and I took the initiative to talk to one unknown gentleman to me at that time. This gentleman was having a connection with my managing director, and thanks to this chat of 10 minutes, I get an opportunity of an interview. Also, my aunt told me about how she met her husband along a short journey on public bus. She took the initiative, she started talking, and by this start, it was also a start of love story and also a start of a family. So from my side, I'm telling you also, never take your coffee alone. Don't go with introspective approach. Be open, because the more we are creating link, the more we have opportunities to support and to get support as well. Over to you.
One minute of silence for judges to mark their ballots. And Toastmaster Yasin, please accept your participation certificate. Time indicate to me after end of 1 minute.
Contest chair, we are done with 1 minute.
Thank you. Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Rahul Agarwal.
Good evening, contestant.
Okay. The topic is wish come true. Wish come true. Toastmaster Rahul Agarwal, contestant number 4. Over to you.
Yeah, contestant, I want to make a slideshow as well.
Noted. Actually, the Zoom master has given you the permission to do so.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Contestant, am I audible and visible?
Dear contestant, you are visible and audible.
Finally, after a wait of 2 long years, I was flying to my home country. It was middle of the night, but I was awake like an infant child. Gazing through the aircraft window, I spotted a shooting star and made a small wish. The flight landed on time, and as usual, I was carrying some gifts for my relatives. While getting exit from the airport, I saw 2 people equally awake as I, welcoming me with open hands. They were the custom officers. They started slowly, question after question, till cold sweat came from my forehead. Suddenly, I saw some commotion. Somebody was running towards me, desperate to meet me. You know who he was? Amitabh Bachchan. He hugged me tight and rescued me out of the airport. The whole Bachchan family was there, and I was too happy to meet them all. Over next couple of hours and few rounds of vada pav, the senior Bachchan narrated the script of his upcoming movie, Camel, Camry and Me. And guess what? He offered me the lead role. My wish had just come true. Camel, Camry, and me. I was already into the skin of the role. The shooting continued for next 3 months. I was playing the chubby Saudi boy in traditional attire. Until the second half, when the director demanded to change the look. Finally, the movie was ready to release. Big banners and posters were published in famous magazines. It was a hit. Super duper hit. Multi-bagger. And you know what? Even Ritik and Ajay came to me for fitness tips. After that, there was no looking back. I gave blockbuster movies like 14 Days of Quarantine, Suspense of PCR, and Kachito Corona. But the best one, the one I like the most, is the biopic of a famous cricketer. He is the highest wicket taker in IPL and winner of 2014 IPL 20 championship. He is my favorite, Lasit Malinga. I did make it big for him. By that time, all the Khans and Kapoors were out of business. They requested me to move to Hollywood. But I told, Khalli Balli, you all go to Patli Galli. I mean, get lost. It was only when Raja Mauli, the director of Bahubali, he called me and offered a role in R.R. Roy, the remake of Troy, that I moved to Hollywood. It was a hit, super duper hit, a multi-bagger. But things are different in Hollywood than Bollywood. One becomes more choosy, you know. I met Joji Fukunaga and did Not 7. No Time to Lie. It was such a hit that the original James Bond left the series. That year, I met James at the Oscars, and he offered me a role in Avatar 2. But I humbly excused myself. He was chasing me, persuading me. For God's sake, please do this role. With a calm mind, I replied, I cannot, because I have to go to Arabian Toastmasters Club Tall Tale Contest. Friends, here I am. Contestant.
Contestant, you need to unmute.
1 minute. I request 1 minute of silence from the audience for the judges to mark their ballots. And Toastmaster Agarwal Rao, please accept the participation certificate.
Thank you.
Timer, please indicate me at the end of 1 minute.
Yes, sir. Noted. Contest chair, we are done with 1 minute.
Thank you. Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Arun Vasan. The topic is the darkest dream. The darkest dream, Toastmaster Arun Vasan, contestant number 5. Over to you.
Am I audible, visible, all good? Contest chair, if you can
Yes.
give me a thumbs up. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Off late, I have been reading a lot of self-help books. Now, wait a second. I don't need any help, but when you're with Toastmasters, you always like to improve constantly and consistently. And when you read these kind of books, suddenly you feel that you are injected with tons and tons of motivation power. I almost felt like that monkey, which was ready to kill the lion with a bare stick. That much of energy I started having after reading all those books. I remembered that few years ago, I was able to compose music. I was able to discover that musical genius in me. And somewhere I felt that the bug has already been installed. The fever has already started, and it was just time for me to take up the journey to the next level. It was time to say goodbye to Jubail. It was time to put an end to all that I was doing. It was time to go and chase my dreams. It was time to really live up to what I was really dying for. And I remember that quote: if you want something which you have not had before, you should do something which you have never done before. And I did exactly that. I just quit my job. I just left Jubail, all the comforts I left, and I landed in Chennai. The moment I landed, my wife was like, "What's wrong with you? You had worked almost for 30 years for that. Why did you leave? Have you gone crazy? Have you become senile? Have you gone nuts?" She was like cursing me like anything. I said, "Look, the passion has started. The soul calling has come. It is down. My ears are literally deaf, and I'm not going to listen to anyone. I have a dream. I have a path. I have a goal to achieve, and nobody can stop from me from doing it." And she knew that after a certain area, this guy is incorrigible. Whatever you say, he's not going to listen. I had decided that, and I had a little bit of savings with me. I knew I could drag on for a couple of months. I went and joined the Trinity School of Music. Now, this is where I could practice my keyboard. I have been doing that for quite some time now. And I remember the first day when I entered to the class, all the students who were around 20, 25 gave me that puzzled look. What the hell is he doing here? I was almost tempted to quote them from the book. Then I remembered that action speaks louder than words. Why bother explaining to them what is there inside my heart and inside my soul? In keyboard, you have almost like 8 levels to complete. It took only 4 months for me to complete. Why? Because I had done mindless practicing all these years, and it just came to me naturally. Others, those who were actually laughing at me, they had to start from the scratch, and the mocking looks soon turned into an admiration look. We have an annual function in the school where you could come and perform for almost like 5 to 7 minutes. The moment I heard 5 to 7 minutes, I was on cloud 9. The reason was I had already given 45 speeches in Toastmasters. After all, what's the difference? Here I am speaking, and there I had to just sing. So I knew I could kill this one. I knew I could crack this one. The country is still mourning the loss of Chief of Defense Staff, Bipin Rawat. And I thought I should compose something which would be an eulogy to him. So I picked up the Rag Desh. I composed one small but very soothing song on him. And I made it very slow, very gentle, not the fast or the showy ones, which would only cater to your base needs, not this one. I wanted something which would touch one's soul. And I did that. And I remembered what Bruce Lee once said. If someone practices 1,000 kicks one time, he's not afraid. Rather, he's afraid of someone who has practiced one kick 1,000 times. And I did precisely that. And after some time, I knew that I had reached that perfection. You feel in your bones when you're sure of something. And I had exactly the same feeling with me. I had composed it. I knew I had instrumentalized everything perfectly. I did what everyone does. I uploaded it in the YouTube. I don't know if you can say it was expected or unexpected. It soon became an instant hit. In just 2 days, I had almost touched 100 million views. I was an instant celebrity. People were calling me. People were after me for interviews. But I said, look, boss, I have a show to perform. I have to sing. I have to play. So leave me alone. And then probably later on, I can come and give you all that you're asking for. The D-Day arrived. I was there in front of 1,000-odd people playing and singing. And as was suspected, I got a standing ovation. And whether you believe it or not, the chief guest was none other than Mr. A.R. Rahman himself. He came to me, he gave me the award. And I remembered the acceptance speech I had given long ago in Toastmasters. I knew it had to come use someday. I don't have to really prepare it. It was already etched in my memory. So getting an award from him was nothing less than a Grammy award for me. And I also remember his words. He said, bro, you're most welcome to join us. Just let us know when it's the time. And I went, I gave my speech slowly. I could hear a soothing sound, a very familiar sound, which said, wake up, dear. You have an inspection schedule today. And I knew reality had hit me. Contest chair, don't you believe that dreams come true if I chase them long enough? Over to you, contest chair.
Since contestant number 5 is our final contestant, may I request the timer for 3 minutes of silence, the 3 minutes of silence for audience for our judges to consolidate the ballots. And please indicate their timer. Please indicate me after 3 minutes. Toastmaster Arun Masan, please accept our participation certificate.
Contest chair, we are done with 3 minutes.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate and congratulate all the contestants for the bold decision and the courage to participate in this tall tale contest. And this contest won't be possible without the help of the role players. They take the same time and effort in this contest to make it is a very successful. I take this opportunity to recognize each one of them. Let all of us gives applause accordingly for the role players who have come forward to participate. Initially, let me share the timer. We have a time today. Toastmaster Vasanti has been the timer for our the contest, and as a telecounter, we have Toastmaster Saira Omans, and another additional telecounter as Toastmaster Gauri Shankar as well. Let's appreciate by giving an applause. And as a Zoom master, we have Toastmaster Prashant, has been the Zoom master during today's meeting. So let us give our applause to all these role players who have, without their support, this event won't be possible. So congratulations. And as we come to the end of, so I thank all of your cooperation. Hope all of you have enjoyed this contest session as much as I did in presenting to you. And let me bring to the end, and now I hand over the back control to our club president, Madam Toastmaster Sheetal Agarwal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashik. Don't you all feel that as a contest chair, the Toastmaster Ashik conducted this contest in a great voice and with all the perfections? Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you, Toastmaster Ashik. Now, I would like to invite our guest, Toastmaster DTM Shivdas Bhaskaran, to speak a few words.
Thank you, President. Am I audible?
Yes.
First of all, thank you so much, because it was a memorable event, even though we all are tired up our year-end work, but this all are rejuvenating us. So thank you very much for this. All the contestants did extremely well. And one more thing, that I never ever missed any special events of Arabian Toastmasters Club. So it became a habit. And once again, thank you. All of them did extremely well. And thank you for your upcoming club contest. See you soon. Thank you so much. Enjoy the day. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Bhaskaran. Now we would like to hear from our guest, Toastmaster Gauri Shankar.
Good evening, President. I'll be joining after some time, supporting Chief Judge. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We will wait for 5 minutes for the tally counters to count the votes. We will meet again after a break of 5 minutes.
Toastmaster VG is there. She joined just, I think, 5 minutes back.
Hi, yes, I'm here only.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Master Vijay.
good evening, President and fellow Arabians.
Toastmaster Agarwal, please consider from some roles for us also, okay, whenever there is an opportunity. We are all ready to support you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Madam President, I have some appointment at 8:30. So shall I leave now?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your time and thank you for your contribution for this contest.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you, Arabian. Good night, dear Arabians.
Good night.
Thank you, Mr. Shidas.
DTN woman, when is the party? Woman is very quiet now.
Let's discuss during the break. I think break is not announced, right?
No, sir, the break is announced. Break is announced
okay,
already.
okay.
I
Sorry,
call him to
sorry.
give speech. Madam, ready? I'm ready. Done. Given to contest chair.
Madam President, give me 1 minute so that I can fill in the the certificates so that we can start.
Yes, sir.
announcement.
As per the announced break, we have still 2 minutes to go.
Womanji, with you around, I will not break such rules. You have trained us so well. I dare
No,
not
no.
open my mouth unless it's a break.
No.
Students
I
feel like
didn't know that the break was announced. I was busy with something else. So
I could make out that much. So yes, you still didn't answer my question, by the way.
yeah, party is on May 1st at Cochin. All are welcome and all should
Sir,
come.
and when is the party in Jubel?
First is party in India at Cochin, then here.
Oh, no problem. Send us a ticket. Send us a ticket and we'll decide when to travel.
Chartered flight. We will need chartered flight.
Chartered flight is required then.
Yeah, 2 members are there now. Man,
When I was seeing the video, I was thinking what Umanji has not called anyone from Arabians. The thought came and then Ajit came immediately on that.
The only one who could represent Jubel. See, the crowd restriction also was there, no? It was only 150
That's
people.
That's
So
a problem.
half was the girls' family and half from our side. So the only one who could be represent from our friend side was Ajit.
For once I saw Umanji had taken a bad seat. Even though he's from boys' side, I don't know why he was so low today.
Low today or on that day?
On that day. I had to literally search for you. Where is woman? Where is woman in this? There he is. Okay. Only in Arabian Toastmasters, I think you are like this, blasting everyone. Back home, I think you are a different personality.
Each place different personality.
I could see now. I was under the impression it's same everywhere. I should have been there.
Yeah. No, May 1st is during Eid holidays, so you can plan.
Yeah, I should be there. In fact, I'll.
Really, that's the reason why we kept it like that, so many of the people will be in India also at that time.
I'll be in India for sure.
Definitely.
But in Cochin.
We are done with the break time. We will discuss this after the meeting.
Yeah.
Yes. Now the contest chair, are we ready with the results, the certificates?
Ready.
Yeah, okay. Before we go for the results, now I would like to recognize few of the dignitaries. Now I request DTM woman to speak up a few words. DTM woman Thomas.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know that you're calling me. I was not expecting it. Anyway, thank you, Madam President, for giving me this opportunity. It was really nice that the club has thought of having a tall tale contest, because we all know that all clubs are going through a tough time because of the COVID, because online meetings, people have lost interest. But I could see that 5 contestants have participated in this tall tale contest, and many of them are new Toastmasters. Practically, maybe they have not given many speeches. It's good that they have participated in that. And I could see some of the speeches were really excellent. They have surpassed even my expectation. Really, hats off to you and your team for conducting this tall tale contest. I think ours is the only club that is conducting this contest in Juvail. All the best, Madam President, and I hope we will be back on track. All the best. Back to you, Madam President.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Oman sir. Now we would like to hear a few words from the Toastmaster Abhilash. Toastmaster Abhilash.
Yes, 1 second. Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, and guests, good evening to all of you. It was indeed a pleasant evening, a wonderful tale contest. And I could see the new faces who are doing extremely well with confidence. Tall tale is all about imagination and how confidently people are presenting that imagination to make us believe that what they are telling is true. So I could believe whatever our contestants are telling true. That way they made the speech. So it was excellent. Happy to see all the contestants doing well. May the best person win. Over to you, Madam President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilash. We couldn't have this successful contest without the support from the ExCom and without the effort from the few tall leaders. Now, I would like to recognize their efforts and their continuous support and guidance to host this contest. Now, I would like to recognize the Toastmaster Ashik as a contest chair. Toastmaster Ashik, please accept this certificate. Thank you, Toastmaster Ashik, for taking up this great role as a contest chair and conducting the Tall Tale contest in a great enthusiastic way. Thank you. Now, I would like to recognize the continuous support and the last minute acceptance of the big responsibility. That is none other than the role of Chief Judge. I must thank DTM Sadagopan for taking up this role. Sir, please accept this small certificate of appreciation.
Thank you, Madam President, for giving me this opportunity. I take this on behalf of the judges. They also accepted and supported me. Thank you very much, all my assignees, tally counters, timers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to hand over this stage again to our contest chair to announce the winners. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashik.
Thank you, Madam President. We all are waiting for this moment. Let's unveil the surprise. Our third place winner of Arabian Tall Tale contest is Toastmaster Arun Vasan. Our second place winner for the Arabian Tall Tale contest is Toastmaster Ravish Malpani. Congratulations. Finally, the winner for the champion of the Tall Tale contest of Arabian contest is none other than Toastmaster Rahul Agarwal. Congratulations. Congratulations, all three winners. Over to you, Madam President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashik. Now, I would like to invite our VPPR Toastmaster Arun Vasan to present a vote of thanks. Over to you, Toastmaster Arun Vasan.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dignitaries and judges, members from division and area, Words are not enough. I think I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I have a long list, but let me just try to touch everyone. DTM AK Das, thanks for being here. You were there even before the meeting started, and that shows your commitment. Thanks to you, sir. Thank you very much. Then DTM Kotish, I think he has left, but still he came. The little crack that everyone required, he gave that. Then followed by DTM Sivdas Bhaskaran. He left recently, but anyway, thanks, sir. I think you did a great job by helping out our Chief Judge. And then I think Dr. Shanti Rekha was here, but she left, I guess. And Madam Toastmaster, Club President Kunkuma Das, JTC President. Thanks, ma'am. I think you also just graced the occasion. Thanks very much. Harish Bhagwan was also with us. And thanks to you for joining us, sir. And then we had the members who had supported the function, right from contest chair, the timer, the tally counters, thanks to you all. And last and the final thanks to DTM Sadagopan. I think, sir, certain things you cannot buy with money, and you are one such person. Your experience, your judgment, the vision, I'm not just making it up just like a typical Toastmaster speech. I mean it from heart because I have seen you for a very long time. Whatever job you take up, you give your 100%. It's not just touch and go or just for the show purpose. You come, you guide us, you encourage us, you motivate us. And seeing people like you, we also feel that, yes, we need to prolong, help people, serve people, and do whatever little bit we can. Thanks a ton to you, DTM Sadagopan. Thanks a lot. Back to you, President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arun Vasan, for this crisp vote of thanks. Now let us into the business session. In the business session, we have one achievement. Our club has one achievement. Our own member, Toastmaster VG Uday, she has completed her one pathway. I request DTM Sadagopan to join me in recognizing her achievements. DTM Sadagopan,
Yes.
please join me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Madam Vijaya Lakshmi, for completing one entire pathway. You have done the halfway journey in the speech projects in your DTM journey. Congratulations, ma'am. And looking forward to hear more speeches from you.
Thank you, President. And I would like to share my gratitude to my mentor, Toastmaster Arun Vasan, and VP Education, Toastmaster Ravish, for allocating slots for me, and the entire Arabian Toastmaster family for your continuous support and guidance. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Vijaya Lakshmi.
Madam President, just one word to Toastmaster Vijay. Now you are already area director. You can look for the DTM, what are left out. Maybe you can go for a club sponsorship if you're not done already. You can try for it as a club coach. Now it's opportunities are there. All the very best to DTM.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
All the best.
Thank you. See, as the year 2021 is winding up and the new year is knocking our doors, I believe everyone made some resolution for the new year. Many of you might have your resolutions for the new year. Many members keep following their resolution, and sometimes your resolution break. But definitely everyone try to keep up their resolution. As a president of the Arabian Toastmasters Club, I too made a resolution for the year 2022, and that is to shift our meetings as the offline meetings. We will try our hard to stay with our resolution. I hope the next time we will meet each other, we'll shake the hands and we will appreciate each other in person, not just on the screen. I promise you, on the 1st of January 2022, we'll share the agenda, we'll share the venue for our next meeting on the 5th of January 2022, which will be the first meeting of the next year. And definitely that meeting is going to be the offline meeting. Is anything else to be discussed?
Yes, President, one announcement. This has come from the district level. there is a best picture award they have declared. So from our club, whatever the meeting pictures we have to post, and then they have qualified for the best award.
Okay, noted, Toastmaster Rahul Agrawal. Is anything else? Before concluding, before adjourning this meeting, once again, I thank from my bottom of heart to all the contestants. Because of your participation, because of your forward step, we could not arrange this contest. I really appreciate your sincerity and your hard work. Thank you all, my all dear contestants. Thank you. And I adjourn the meeting.
Thank you very much. Thank you.